Hostile Nation, what's going on? It is another day in the life, and what we're doing today is a full day of eating. I'm going to show you guys my new diet now that I'm back to work with John Meadows and kind of what it's going to take to lose the rest of this weight. So the last couple of vlogs we started, I kind of showed you guys my diet, what I was doing. I dropped a few pounds, have come down, but I wanted to kind of speed things up and really get my body back to where it was before the tricep tear. So I called my boy John, and me and John have been working together since 2014, but we kind of been off and on the last little while just because of the tricep tear. So he knew I kind of wasn't ready to go full speed. But now that my body's kind of coming back and things are starting to feel good, John's back in the picture and he's taken over the diet. So he's allowed me to do the full day of eating and show you guys what the diet's gonna look like. So stay tuned, we're gonna get to work. The first thing we gotta do is our morning cardio. So let's get to work on that. All right, guys, so the first thing today is the Silo 9 from Hostile Supplements. It's an essential amino acid product plus hydration. I take that first thing in the morning, first to get me hydrated. Second, I also want the essential aminos to be muscle sparing kind of while I'm doing my cardio. So this is all I take in the morning. I get doing my cardio, and then after my cardio, that's when we'll get some breakfast. Cardio's done, got a good sweat going. Those of you who are wondering, we did 35 minutes on level 3 miles per hour, 2% incline, just a brisk walk. Man, cardio sucks after leg day. My legs are really sore after yesterday's leg day, but it's actually a good way to loosen up your legs is to get some cardio in. So just a nice easy walk can help us out. But now it's time for breakfast. So this is meal 1. It's not a lot of food. It's 200 grams of Greek yogurt, 30 grams of granola, and a scoop of whey protein. What John is trying to do is shrink my stomach at this point. My waist is a little bit thicker than we would like, and I don't want to step on stage again with a thick waist. So what we're trying to do is bring it down a little bit and bring in that waistline and bring in that V-taper look. So what we're doing is kind of eating a bunch of smaller meals. And one of the things that we're trying to do by shrinking the waist is taking a multifaceted approach. So it's not only doing crunches and planks and all that stuff, but also changing the diet and trying to eat foods that are healthy for our gut and actually help our gut digest food better than just cramming a bunch of nutrients that aren't going to help at all. Breakfast is done, and now it is time to do some work. And part of my work is shooting video. If you go to @HostileSubs on Instagram, we do a lot of Q&As where people get to ask different questions about whatever they want to ask about. I usually sit down in my studio here, studio behind me with the microphone and all that, and go through and try and answer as many of the questions as possible. And I'm sure some of you have seen the Q&As, some of you haven't. If you haven't, check out Hostile Subs Instagram. You can ask your questions there. When the post goes up, I'm going to try and get to them. So time to get to work. All right, just finished the Q&A. Now it's time to get in a quick meal. Meal number 2 is going to be eggs and toast, and you guys are going to be shocked at how small this meal really is. This is meal 2. Meal 2 is 3 whole eggs, 2 slices of toast, and a tablespoon of butter, or teaspoon of butter. I don't know, to some people it might seem like a lot of food, but to a bodybuilder, this is really nothing. I'm starving from my first meal, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be hungry, really hungry after this meal. This is my pre-workout meal. So after this, I'm gonna go train, and then I have a normal meal after that. So looking forward to my post-workout meal. All right, guys, so we had the pre-workout meal, and as small as it was, I am starving. but it's actually a pretty good thing because I like going to the gym hungry. You're gonna have a better workout, I feel, if you're a little bit hungry than if you're like super stuffed. It's kind of a good setup for me. But now we gotta set up our supplements before we go. And the first thing we gotta do is our pre-workout and our intra-workout. All right, got the pre-workout and intra-workout mixed. Time to go pick up Polly. Then we're gonna hit the gym for some arms. All right, so we just found out that today is the last day at this gym, along with all the other gyms in the city have closed. So these guys are open for like one extra day. So we're gonna get an arm workout in today. We're gonna crush it. A friend of mine has a studio, luckily, so we can get in there and just have a key for that place and get in and train. All right, so I just got home from the gym and I have a podcast to do with Mr. Terrence Ruffin in like 10 minutes. And I don't want to be late, so I'm gonna try and mix this meal up and eat it really quick. This is meal number 3. I wolfed down my chicken and asparagus and I just don't have time to eat right now. So this big, beautiful bowl of cream of rice that I'm dying to eat right now is actually gonna have to wait. Gotta do the podcast first, make sure I take care of business. After the podcast, I'll get this meal in and then I'll have to wait another hour and a half or so and I'll get meal number 4 in. It's just, sometimes it's the way it goes. So podcast time, I'll catch up with you guys after.
How does it suck as bad as the videos I see of like the Navy SEALs guys?
Oh yeah, so like Navy SEALs is a whole nother level, but yeah, definitely, it sucked pretty damn bad. Yeah. I remember like they would wake you up 1 o'clock in the morning, you go on like a 6-mile run to the beach, and then they would, once you get to the beach, that's when you started like they call it smoking you, where you do push-ups, sit-ups for like 2-3 hours. Man, it was hard, especially like the hardest part for me was I was 125 pounds at the time.
Yeah.
And like they would do these ruck marches.
All right, guys, I just finished an awesome podcast with Terrence. And I know I said after the podcast, I was gonna eat this cream of rice, right? It's still sitting here. But it's about 6:30 right now. And I'm supposed to eat meal number 4 at 7 o'clock. So I'm not gonna eat this cream of rice and then just have another meal half an hour from now. I'm just gonna chalk it up to I missed the carbs in meal number 3. It just, you know, sometimes work takes precedence, and I didn't wanna make Terrence wait another 15 minutes while I ate. So I just had the chicken and the asparagus. And since I'm trying to cut down anyway right now, I don't feel like, you know, losing that little bit of carbs for that meal is not gonna be horribly detrimental to my progress. It's time for meal number 4. I did the podcast with Terrence. I'm starving. We missed the cream of rice from the last meal. So now we get to have this little itty bitty steak. It's like 6 ounces. So we're gonna do 6 ounces. And we also have some cream of rice in this meal, so it's time to eat. What are you doing back there? Do you want to be on my channel? Well, I turned the camera off, you can look. No, I'm serious. Seriously. Just say hi. But this is ridiculous, they can see you. Okay, well, can you go now so I can have my steak? Because I'm starving. Bye. And it's done. Do you guys ever do this? My wife hates me for this. So sometimes I'll eat out of the same plate just so I don't have to do more dishes. Is that gross? I don't know. Steak's all done. Nice and broiled. I'm so hungry. I'm just gonna eat now. And I'll have to talk to you guys afterwards. On to meal number 5 now. It's about 9 o'clock now. Usually I have meal 5 around this time, and I have my last meal around 11 o'clock at night. Usually go to bed around midnight. So we're gonna get meal number 5 ready. I know a lot of you have seen me do the air fryer chicken. As I've told you guys in previous videos for prep, learn to cook your food in a bunch of different ways, because I don't just do the air fryer chicken. Sometimes I don't feel like it. So I'll do the frying pan. Sometimes I'll cut up the chicken in the frying pan. Sometimes I'll just put the whole breast in there. Sometimes I throw it in the oven. So it just depends on what I feel like. And that's the good thing about knowing how to prep your food in a bunch of different ways, because you kind of get a different flavor each time you cook it a different way. All right, so while that's cooking, I'm gonna do the carb portion, and we're also gonna add a salad to this. The carbs are supposed to be cream of rice, but John kind of allows me a little bit of freedom to switch carb sources if I want. So instead of rice, or sorry, it's supposed to be rice. So instead of rice, I'm gonna do cream of rice. All right, so the carb portion is that simple, okay? I got my cream of rice all finished up. It was like 4 minutes, 5 minutes in the microwave. And I got a good amount of micronutrients here. I got some red peppers, cucumbers, cherry tomatoes, and a good amount of spinach. It's a pretty complete meal. I got some olive oil in there for fats. I was supposed to do an avocado, but because the grocery stores are so crazy with this whole coronavirus thing, I just switched out the avocado for olive oil for now. All right guys, so I finished up the chicken, kind of got it all into a Tupperware here. One of the things I like to do with this meal, because I have a salad anyways, is I put the chicken in with my salad. So I had the cream of rice already. Now I'm gonna have the salad and the chicken together. It just makes the chicken taste better. So, and like I told you guys, if you are married or have a girlfriend, don't be a lazy ass, make her a salad too. All right guys, we're down to the very last meal. I just finished uploading Terrence Ruffin's podcast, so if you want to go to my channel after watching this video, you can watch the podcast with Terrence. There's a lot of good information in that. But this meal, again, we're gonna do another 200 grams of cream of rice. I'm gonna throw that in the microwave. With that, we're gonna do another 6 ounces of chicken. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of peanut butter to the cream of rice, and that'll be our fats for the meal. So let's get it all going. I'm almost out of the cooked chicken that I made tonight. So normally I would take out another bag of frozen chicken. What I do is I get them from the prep place that I get my food from, and they order my fresh chicken for me. So normally I would take out a bag like this in the morning. It would thaw, and that's kind of what I eat throughout the day. But this is kind of how it goes every single day, you know? And by the end of the day, look at this disaster. Because I made a few substitutions today with my fats, because normally we do avocado, but because I didn't have avocado from the grocery store, we subbed in some things like peanut butter and all that. I have lost a few pounds since the last vlog, so I'm gonna get out my last meal, show you guys how I put it all together, and then that'll be it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share with your friends, and like the video. And if you get a chance, check out the description for all the different links to all the different places you can find Hostile and myself. And lastly, check out hostile.com for our new line of supplements and all of our apparel and gear. Thanks again for watching.